hey, how are you? My name is Helen Dela Houssaye. So nice to meet you. And she yanks my hand away. It took you long enough to get down here. Now I've been waiting almost 2 hours for you. I said, okay. She said, yeah. She said, you know what? I ain't got time for this today. What you need to do is she had 2 big black duffel bags in there on the floor. And she said, what you need to do is you need to grab my bags and you need to come on meet me in your conference room. I said, excuse me? now, I know I live in Houston, the city, but I come from the country and I'm a little still ghetto country fine. So, you know, somebody telling me to grab their bags, meet them in my conference room. What y'all think I did? I grabbed the bags. I went on and grabbed the bags. I put them on the table. I said, ma'am, I said, excuse me, ma'am, you really need an appointment? Say, tell you what you need to do. Because I typically don't handle these type of accounts. I do, you know, politics and I do the automobile industry. That's what, you know, in universities. I don't do this, whatever this thing you doing. Okay. She says, you done? I said, no, I'm not. Actually, I said, you need a credit app filled out. That's another thing. And you need to make sure you have good credit to run on this station. Oh yeah, I'm a mess back then. Oh yeah, mess. And she said, because you look at me like, what? And so I said, so what you really need to do is you really need to start over and make an appointment. And you probably need to get with one of the, I got some, matter of fact, I got the perfect person for you. That's what I told her. Are you done yet? I said, go, sure, yeah, what's up? She said, I need you to sit down. And I need you to understand what I have here. What I have is a gift from God in these bags. What I have is something that's going to break generational curses. What I have is something that's going to give you your purpose. She said, now I know you don't know me, and that's okay. And maybe we got off on the wrong foot, but I was sent here to talk to you. She said, matter of fact, she was pulling out all these products in the health and wellness industry that she was wanting to advertise. And she said, matter of fact, I've been doing this hustle, that's what she called it, for 30-something years. And it's called network marketing. She said, I failed at every company. She said, but this one right here is the one that I believe is a gift from God. She said, I've only been in it a few months, but this one right here is going to bring more people to be first-time millionaires in 1 year in the history of network marketing. If somebody would just believe in me, though. And I said, what'd you say? She said, if somebody would just believe in me. And at that moment, it's hard to explain, but I literally came from a 10 to a 2. Because at that moment, I knew what it felt like to have something burning on the inside, Nick. Have a desire to want to win. Have a desire for change. Have a desire for breakthrough. But nobody will show up and believe with you or in you. And all those times I get so close and I go right back into my shell because I felt like no one had the faith in me. And it was something about this woman, not the product, not even how she tried to tell me how they got paid in the company. That didn't impress me. What really impressed and blessed me was the fact that she had this radical type of faith. I'm talking about a faith that I couldn't even comprehend. I couldn't even understand how she could believe in something after failing at everything she'd ever touched. But I remember at that moment what my grandmother taught me as a little girl. And she said, Helen Marie, and don't show nobody in here better call me Helen Marie. But she said, Helen Marie, when you're low on faith in life, when you feel like you're about to lose everything, because life will happen. She said, when you're low on faith, have enough sense to borrow it from someone else. That's what she said. She said, and then when you feel like you only can get a mustard seed out of it, have enough humility for a moment to just stop and get connected to somebody that can pour back into you and build you back up. So in other words, borrow it. And at that moment, I don't know why, I I began to think about what my grandmother said, and I said, wait a minute. If I get nothing else, my grandmother always said, you can lose everything, money, cars, everything, but don't you ever lose your faith completely. I need to borrow it. I need to humble myself for 10 seconds, really hear what this lady has to say, but borrow her faith, and it became contagious. It became contagious. The industry saved my life because getting involved, just borrowing her faith, just listening to what she had to say, stepping out on faith, joining this thing that I had always ridiculed. After 2 months, I resigned from corporate America, and I did this company in network marketing, health and wellness entity for 7.5 years. First year in the industry, God favored me to run into families that was in hurting similar places that I could relate to, and I pulled them up out of bootstraps, and 33 families became millionaires. Now, natural-minded people can't comprehend what I just said because supernatural things manifested in that first 15 months. That organization grew so big, 500,000 people in that organization. God showed glory on top of glory in those 7.5 years. But how many people know that everything, I say everything, has an expiration date on it? I said everything has an expiration date on it. And so in 2014, say 2014, that was the most horrific. And I just got revelation about this 2 days ago. If y'all paid attention, right? 2008, I said yes to a thing. Okay? 7 years later, that's the number of completion. Come on, girl. Come on. But before completion, wow. No, now I want you to get excited. So let me go back to this. So 2014, as I was prepping for completion, didn't know I was in a purging process of prepping for completion. See, a lot of y'all get disappointed because about the situation or whatever the case may be. And so your disappointment can cause you to miss your divine appointment because you're too stuck on the purging process to understand that there's something on the other side of that. But you got to get there to the number 7 of completion in some things. You got to get to completion before you can get to 8. Because 8 is the number of new beginnings. Because you can't just jump to 8 until you deal with 7. Okay. So anyway. So here we go. So 2014, I just want to share just a brief part of this. I had every company coming after me, but I was stuck on stupid. Every company calling me. Hey, you need to come over here and check this out. Look at this. No. My pride wouldn't let me go because I was so hung up, Jahil, on my past success. That's how I learned to identify myself. And so without that, I couldn't make a move because now if I move, then I don't know who I am anymore. And if I move, will they even follow me? Oh, wow. So in 2014, I'm sitting there going through so many different dynamics, one on top of the other. So definitely thinking about, Nick, if they knew what I was going through, would they even listen to what I had to say? Would they even allow me to speak into them? If they really knew how broken that I had become. Because see, there's a saying, even the strong need strength.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, I needed my strength. I need my strength today. And so in 2014, my son, my oldest, who's now 26 years old, he went through every challenge you could think of with the law. Now, I got plenty of money saved up, okay? Plenty of money. My husband and I are very good stewards. I'm talking misers when it comes to money. But every time something happened, what do? We wrote a check. We wrote a check. Not only did he get arrested once, not only did he get arrested twice, not only did he get arrested 5 times, but 7. And on that 7th time, that was his number completion. Yeah. So prior to that, we had our first daughter named Helen. And Helen was born with a lot of challenges with her heart. So in 2014, we was in and out the cardiologist. Now, because you have a little money, you typically don't have insurance. You typically pay for everything, self-pay, and it was okay. So anything that she needed to do, treatments, whatever, we paid for it. Now, y'all know how much a regular doctor visit costs. So can you imagine a cardiologist? We spending It don't matter. It's okay. That's our baby. Then my oldest daughter, 21 at that time, she gets pregnant. We got to pull her out of school. We paying for her to go to school. Now we really hotter than 45. You know, she in school. I'm talking with real checks to go to school. Okay, not monopoly money. And then she gets pregnant. And not only did she kind of get a little naked with y'all today. Not only did she go get pregnant by just a regular old boy, but she had to go pick Ike. And she had to go pick Ike. So when I tell you we writing checks for her doctor's appointments to bring her home, witness protection program, you name it, everything we do. Then she has a baby, our granddaughter, Miracle. And in the pregnancy, they had already warned her that you should really have a medical abortion because this baby is going to be born with half a brain. The baby is going to need, just about every organ is going to have to be replaced. The life is not, it's just not going to be a good life for the child. I would medically abort it, but she didn't want to do that. And I supported her. So you already know the specialist that she had to go see. So Miracle came into the world. And we were just grateful that Miracle survived after the first, third, or fourth hour. We was excited because she came with every challenge that they said. She came, except she did not have half a brain, but she had tumors on the brain. She had a heart that was barely functioning. She needed to be put on the liver transplant list immediately for survival. And she was at Texas Children fighting for her life. So what do? My husband, there's no questions to ask. There's nothing to talk about. You write a check. You make sure to get the best care they need. And by the way, I'm pregnant at this time with our other baby, Hannah. And so I'm going to the top doctors, because I'm older now. I know I don't look it, but I'm an older woman. So if you're older and you're having babies, you might have to go to a different kind of specialist. Okay? And so that's another check that we was writing. Now I'm talking about everything that's going out. I ain't said nothing that was going in, coming in. Right. Because we're living off of residuals. And when all this was going on, sometimes it's hard to talk about it when you're still present in some of the pain. That's right. But when all this was going on, we never even looked up for air. We just kept moving because the little bit of energy that we had mentally and emotionally, spiritually, we couldn't take a chance on stopping for a moment to try to process it all. So then I go to have my baby. Miracle's still in the hospital, still in ICU. Months go by. I'm paying for her to be in the hospital and my daughter to be in the hospital with her. Months go by and I go to deliver. And I'm going to get to a place, I know y'all like, wow, this is amazing. But there's a reason why I'm sharing some of this with you today. And so I go to have Hannah, but my grandmother who raised me flies in to be with me so I can deliver, because I ain't delivering no baby without her. The baby just ain't going to come. I mean, it's just been that way. That's just what the rule is, okay? So we got a thing between she and I. You know what I'm saying? When you go to deliver, I got to be on one side, daddy can be on the other. But it don't even matter, daddy show up, I got to be there. So we're just very close. And so when she gets there to Houston, from Charleston, 90-something years old, healthy all her life, not even a cold. She waits to get to Houston and got sick. I said, what's wrong with you, girl? I remember the Sunday we were all, making gumbo. We're Creole and making all these little Creole dishes and stuff like that. Dancing, doing the zydeco, having a good time in the kitchen, okay? And she getting her little drink on, taking a little nip. I'm just saying, that. and she started to, I said, girl, what's wrong with you? We dancing. The next thing you know, the next morning, she wakes up, she said, I feel like, he says, is it hot in here? Is it just me? I said, no, it ain't hot, girl. I got the, I'm just talking like ain't nothing. She said, I think I need to go to the doctor. And she's never said that. I said, well, let's go then. We get there. She's having a massive heart attack. She had pneumonia. She'd been walking around, walking pneumonia, didn't even know it. So, of course, what they do, put her in ICU because of her age. Tells me she needs to have a medical procedure with her heart or she will not survive. But here's the thing. If we have it, she'll probably die when we open her up. Now, I'm like, come again. It didn't even make sense. How did all this happen? So we turned it over to God. And we said, well, no, we ain't going to do nothing to make it go quick. And we ain't going to do nothing to make it go at all because she ain't going nowhere. I couldn't accept it. And so weeks went by. I had my baby. But when I tell you when those weeks went by, Nick, such a depression started to creep up on me. And the enemy started to play with my mind. See, what happens is, and only those will be able to understand this that have actually gone through this, what I'm about to say, is, see, the enemy was after you so tough when you were younger. Jesus. And he couldn't get you, so he came back for your offspring. All right? Okay? Like he did me. Then when he couldn't get me through my offspring, he then started to deal with my mental capacity and stealing my joy. Reminding me of how unworthy I was. Reminding me of all my mistakes in the past. And I slipped back into a depression that I had not dealt with in 7 years. Does that make sense? And I had dealt, I went through that depression where I honestly, at that time, started contemplating, okay, when I have this baby, wait a minute, we're going to spend all this money. That's what I'm thinking. I'll never forget one day at the table, I'm sitting there looking at all my bills. And I'm looking at the checking account. And I'm thinking, how did I go from $8 million, earning $8 million in 7.5 years, to having negative $17 in my checking account? How did we go from having 800 beacon scores with credit cards, not every credit card maxed out, surviving, trying to survive, trying to. How did we go from the family that's deciding, do I pay my electric bill this month or my water? How did we go? How did we become the family that's hiding our car? Now, we live in a paid-for house. How did we go to the family now that's going to every bank looking for a loan, a paid-for house but won't get any loan because they said we overextended on our credit cards? How did we go from a family that's standing in a food stamp welfare line applying and they say denied because you made too much money last year? How? And I said, okay, one thing we didn't cancel was my life insurance policy. This is where it became real. And I knew my husband couldn't handle this. So I never even spoke a word of what was on my mind. But I had it planned out. I wrote a letter to everybody, sealed it up, put it in my closet, all my children, trying to explain to them the logic that was on my mind. And I said, okay, if I have her, this is what I can do in the hospital because I know the type of medicine I can take. Yeah, okay. So this is $1 million they'll get, and they're going to be okay. But then I started thinking about, now, what if it don't work? What if what I do, I'm telling you, this is what I started thinking. What if what I'm planning don't work and I end up a vegetable? I am too cute for that. Y'all laughing, but I'm serious. I'm too cute for that. But all jokes aside, I got scared. I got scared that I would disappoint my family. And then would I end up on the other side of what? Hell? I didn't know. And could that be worse than what I'm going through? And then a man that's in this company, he's the VP, Kenny Lloyd. He called me around that time frame. And he kept saying, now remember, I've been trying to get you over here to Total Life Changes. This was a couple weeks before I had Hannah. I need to sit down with you and Edward. I need to talk to you guys. We wouldn't do it. I had met Jack Fowler many times, and I wasn't impressed by the products. I wasn't impressed about what was going on in the company. I just wasn't impressed. It reminded me too much of the other company. And I almost missed it. And Kenny Lloyd said, listen here, what's going on with you? I said, listen, what's going on is I'm scheduled to deliver a baby tomorrow. What are you calling me for? Okay, I got a lot going on right now. He's like, I want you to meet me at IHOP in the morning. I said, you want me to do what? He said, I want you to meet me at IHOP. Same day I delivered my baby, I met him. He said, I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know what it is, but you're not yourself. And you've been heavy in my spirit. And I want you to know that when you had this baby, I got something for you. You just got to get through this. Call me tomorrow, call me in 2 days, but just know I got you. I got you and your family. You don't even have to tell me what you're going through. I don't even want to know it. But you were there for me at a time years ago, and I never forgot it. You and your husband. So I got you. And as good as that sounded, when you're in a hurting place, you don't trust people. But I told him, yeah, I'll call you. But I didn't. So I went on in the hospital. I had a plan. Plan didn't happen. I was in the hospital for 10 days straight because of high blood pressure and everything else you could think of. And I was angry with God because I was like, I'm supposed to have this baby. I'm supposed to get back out here and I got to go find me a job. So I need to get back out here and go find something because this ain't working. My husband had tried, knocked on every door. I'm talking about, I got a great husband. Knocked on every door with a dual master's degree, considering I'll take a job in Burger King because nobody was hired. And I couldn't understand it. I used to ride him so bad. What you mean nobody hired? He come home and be like, hey, look here. Look here. Ain't nobody hiring. Right? What? I'm doing the best I can. Well, you better go to temp service. You better do something. Okay, baby, we're going to do that. Yeah, sure. He treated me like such a queen, and I was a booger at that time. Showed no respect. I'm sharing something with some women for a reason right now. But we was going through it. I'm telling you something. Marriage broken. We broke. Everything was falling apart. And I didn't understand, why can't this man find a job? I didn't understand it then, but I understand now why every door closed on his. Because if he had gotten a job, and when we had woke up and gotten revelation that we needed to be a part of Total Life Changes while I was in the hospital having Hannah, then what role would he have played? We got revelation on exactly what we needed to do for the first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days on how we needed to do. God gave it to us from A to Z. And every night we'd be in the hospital writing notes, campaigns, marketing ideas, everything. Then he said, baby, guess what? I brought the tea. I was like, you brought the what? I'm in the hospital. I'm like, I don't feel like talking no tea. He said, I brought the tea, baby. He said, I ain't just bringing the tea. I brought a garment too. You gonna put this garment on, and I got some Crisco in the other bag. I was like, okay. So he put the garment on me. No joke. Matter of fact, it's crazy that I'm sharing this part of the story today with Nick sitting here, because I'm in the hospital, and one night, this is like night 4 or 5, and Nick calls me out of the blue. What's up? What's up, Helen? I was like, I'm good. He said, when you coming home? You know, I was like, man, Nick, I'm gonna be in here a while. I said, but you know, remember I was talking to you about that Total Life Changes? I'm really thinking that I need to do. I'm gonna send you a before and after picture. You know, I showed him a before picture, and when I was in the hospital, I showed him the transformation that was happening literally during the couple days, right? He saw the picture, he was like, what? And Nick is a marketing genius. And so that night, Edward was laying on the couch in the hospital, and I was in the bed, and we were all clowning about what kind of campaign we would start if we did Total Life Changes. This is great. This was in April, right? Okay, we just talking. And so he said, man, that's all you did was drink the tea, put the garment on, and you look like that? I was like, Nick, I was drinking. Next thing I know, I was shrinking, and now we fixing to be banking. And he was like, that's it. You remember that? And so weeks went by, and I didn't make any moves because I didn't believe still, because I didn't believe in me. And then one day, something happened where Mr. Lloyd and I connected, and he laid it out. See, sometimes, you know, it's okay to have fears, guys. See, but the thing is, in order to erase your fears, because you can erase them, you have to first trace them. You got to trace them, then you have to embrace them, and you have to face them. And Mr. Lloyd caused me to face them, to trace them and embrace them. And my fear and my pain developed my purpose. And now I can erase them. Do you understand what I'm saying? You didn't catch nothing I said today. It's okay to fear that you may be facing in life, whatever it's about. And so I told him on June 1st. Well, no, it was around June 1st. I said, we going to Atlanta, because he had this little trip planned, right? And even though we broke as a joke, still broke now, okay, still broke. He bought, he let us borrow some money and stuff like that. Next time y'all talk to Mr. Lloyd, say thank you for looking out for old Helen. and he let us borrow some money, to get us through. But it wasn't enough to be going to Atlanta, so he sent us an invitation. He's like, yeah, I want y'all to come be around, Mr. and Mrs. Moore, and Anita, and Mr. and Mrs. Lee, all these $1 million producers, right? And I was like, you want us to do that when? He said, I want you to fly to Atlanta. And I'm we're gonna be at a mansion, we're gonna be doing some team stuff. I said, did you not just hear me say I ain't had no money? And then you just give me a check to put some groceries on the table. So at the end of the day, where am I gonna get that from? He said, I got you. I'm gonna fly you and Edward out there. This is a true story. I'm gonna fly y'all out there, I'm gonna put y'all in a hotel. And we got so excited. Man, I told Eros, he was like, what? He's like, oh, it's home now. It's home. But I think he forgot we had to eat. We went to Atlanta, and we had peanuts and all that on the place. Didn't have no extra. The day we landed, we walked inside this restaurant. And everybody was hanging out. And when I walked, I had so much shame on me. And everybody was eating lobster, filet mignon, kicking it. And nobody knew. Everybody still thinking we a giant in the industry. Mm-hmm. And we walking in, and Ed was like, be cool, baby, be cool. And I'm looking at them eating and stuff, and everybody like, come on, get some. Order, and I want to order, but hell, we ain't got no money. Mm-hmm. And I sat back in a corner. I walked in and I greeted everybody. Mm-hmm. And I said, thank you, God, for showing me what's about to happen. Mm-hmm. Thank you, God, for putting me in the presence of kings and queens, reminding me how great I still am. I'm hungry now, okay? Edward hungry, but we ain't gonna tell nobody we ain't got no money. Mm-hmm. Mr. Portis walks up, true story. Mr. Portis is a $2 million earner in the company. Him and his wife walks up to Edward, and he says something to him, but I don't know what he said. Next thing I know, my husband, I look at his face and his countenance, and he had tears in his eyes. And I'm sitting at the table, and I'm looking at Erwin and Edward talking, and I'm looking at Edward's eyes, and I see tears. Oh, oh no, we didn't walk, they don't do us down, they walk us. Oh, okay. So I said, baby, what's going on? He's like, hey, chill. He's like, he opened his hand and he had money in his hand. Erwin said, I don't know what it is, because they don't even have that kind of relationship. Right? He says, but I just want to bless you. Go put a smile on your wife's face. Wow. And it had him so choked up. And it was a good night. It was a good week. And we committed. And in 30 days, we enrolled on June the 10th. Rolled out the plan. We were scared, but we did it scared. I said we were scared, but we did it scared. June 10th, 30 days later, we go to a conference. We done messed around and made national director. Let's go. And I have a young lady who's going to come up here in a few minutes and tell you the significance of that and about that good stuff. And man, everything about our life has been totally restored. And this company has the name, and total life changes. It has totally changed our very life. And also in those 30 days, we earned $41,000. In 30 days. We retail our butt off. I'm telling you, we retail, we recruited, we did everything from the rooter to the tutor. Okay? We went to work because massive results require massive action. Yeah. And we worked the business like our life depended on it because it did. And a lot of times, y'all got to stop playing. If it's only one person that I'm talking to right now, take the mask off and come into your reality and be present in what you're in right now and be okay with that because it's only temporary. This is only temporary pain that you're going through because this company can totally restore you, not just financially, not just emotionally, not just spiritually, not mentally, but all four and do it suddenly. I've seen it happen and I'm living proof. I'm living proof that dreams do come true. But first, you must believe. And if I only came here to Philadelphia to share this 32-minute message with you, and that's all, and you never see me again, I want you to remember that this is a company of restoration. Yes, everything that you've been praying about, everything that your grandmother and great-great-grandmother was praying about can happen in this company. They may not be here to see it, baby, but I promise you they prayed it. But you got to get in a position to provoke your harvest and not revoke your harvest. You got to get disconnected from some people that's constantly talking about, what it ain't going to do. I always want to give you advice about what to do. Really? But broke. Ain't got a window to throw it out. No, I don't even want to go there. Don't have none of those things. But want to speak into your life, you got to be careful who you allow to speak into your ear gate because it then goes into your heart and it penetrates and it generates. You have to get in a position where, again, you provoke a blessing, a harvest. Some of you around these people that's speaking ain't talking about nothing. Always negative naysayers. Always got something crazy to be talking about saying. Get away from them in this season. In this season, you don't have time to be playing. In this season, there's power in connections. You are what you are connected to. In this season, you have to be mindful and be bold to walk in a disconnect. If you have to be disconnected in this season, do it and do it quickly and don't apologize about it. Because there's greatness that's ready to be birthed. But you got to stop getting to your second and third trimester. Every time you get ready to push a thing out, you abort it. Or somebody else aborts it. You understand? But you're allowing that it to happen. And I'm trying to tell you something real. And it's just this little section over here. That's why I keep looking at y'all. But at the end of the day, man, I'm telling you, got to lock arms with giants and be okay with the fact that you're going from good to great, from great to excellent to superior. You may not be exactly where you need to be, but you're not where you used to be. Right. And if you're in your right state of mind today, hallelujah for that. If you woke up today knowing your name, knowing who you are, you got 10 fingers and 10 toes. A lot of people didn't wake up like that. So he's giving you new mercies. He's giving you new favor. He's giving it to you each and every day. And so I'm going to leave you with this before I bring up this next speaker. Get in a place where your prayer should really be this. God, I know that I haven't been doing all that I needed to be doing. I know I haven't been serving. I made all these promises because this was my prayer. Because I asked God to reveal to me after all this was going on, why did you allow this to happen? Oh, because that's how we talk. He says, because you forgot what you promised me. You forgot to keep your word. You forgot to be who you're called to be. You worried about what people think of you. So I just wanted to put you on your back just for a few moments. So that when you was on your back, the only thing you could do was look up. And that when you got up, you would know that it was only me that did it. That no man did it for you. And I'm going to tell you this, it's got to be your prayer. God, even if you got to put me on my back, I'm okay with that too. Even if you got to put me in a situation that's uncomfortable, I'm okay with that too. Because if you can commit to being comfortable, Nina, with being uncomfortable, I promise you your whole life will change in 30 days. I'll say that one more time. If your prayer can really be, God, give me the strength. Send my 3 siblings my way. Because you all got them. We all got 3 spiritual siblings. We got a sister named Grace, another one named Mercy, and a brother named Faith. So God, if you could just send my siblings my way and give me wisdom. Even if I'm uncomfortable, it's okay. But God, just let me have your presence. Let me have your strength. And just let me keep a mustard seed side of faith. God, just give me that. Just give me one more chance. And you watch him work. You watch the miracle be produced in 30 days with total life changes. The next person I'm about to bring, because she's going to talk about the money. And let me put my earrings back in my ears. Somebody put them on. This young lady, I have a great deal of respect for. She and her husband joined this company, and they have done some amazing supernatural things in this company. That's why people are still scratching their heads, say, how in the world are they doing all of that? Faith made millionaire. Proverbs 31 woman. Because you know, a lot of times we strive to be that, right? But we wake up Proverbs 9.5, 13. I do, some mornings. But she's been consistent at being a Proverbs 31 woman. Always willing to serve just because. Never looking for any credit for it at all. I want you to stand to your feet as I bring up this giant in the industry. I said, I want you to stand to your feet. And I want you to give a warm round of applause. Multi-millionaire, faith millionaire, changing the globe, changing what people think and don't apologize for it. Walking bold in her anointment and her assignment right now in 2015 and beyond. Give it up. I'm talking about a thunderous round of applause for Mrs. Global Nina Moore.
All glory goes to God. That's right. I don't take any credit for it. But how she expect me to come up here today? I really just want to kind of pass the plate around, take the offering, and give you the benediction.
Right.
I really don't know how. That's another thing I'm supposed to come up after that. All right. So you know, I have to get it back because as we watched the two of you come into this company, and we knew you were coming, Helen. We knew you were coming, Helen. And honestly, they have increased the level of everyone's faith. You know why? Because if they can do it, so could you, and so can anybody. And you don't know. I watch every little thing you do. Everything. I watch your ethic. I watch your integrity. I watch how you speak. I watch little videos. I post your things on our group page because it's such an inspiration to see someone. First of all, you know how many people make excuses and they'll say, well, I don't have any kids, but I don't have any time. And this woman has 8 children. Okay, maybe that's not big for you guys over there on this side, but y'all understand what I'm saying, right? She has 8 kids. And you're still finding the time to hit national director in 45 days. I mean, that right there, that's a clapping moment right there. That's a clapping moment. No, that's a real clapping moment. And I hear people tell me things like, well, Nina, I just don't have time, and I have a headache. I didn't get on the call. I had a headache, and I look at people like you who are traveling the world, growing your business, having to leave your family behind, and the sacrifice that comes from wanting success and from wanting to show other people how to obtain it. So hats off to you and your husband because you are doing it and doing it well. So I'm honored to be in your presence. I'm honored to be, and I'm honored that you even called and asked me. I don't think anything great of myself. It's all because of God's doing. And you said some very, very powerful things while you were speaking. And I was like, she's taking my story, y'all. But you said so many powerful things. I remember being 15, pregnant with my son. And I remember standing at the top of the steps wanting to throw myself down. I remember those days. So I don't know, many of you probably don't feel like I've ever felt unworthy. Thinking, how in the world could I get in front of people in my life that's been a mess? Who's going to ever want to hear what I've got to say? And I know none of you have ever felt like that, but just me. When you know that you've made mistakes in life and you're wondering like the shame and the guilt that comes from that, you're the bishop's daughter. How do you walk into the church and you got this big old stomach sticking out? How do you do those things? And the enemy likes to plague you with your past and remind you, and I know this only happened to me, that the enemy wants to kind of just keep reminding you of who you are. He wants you to keep remembering all your mistakes and, stay there and just kind of like die right there. Right. And I remember being a little girl, and I'm sure nobody else had these kind of things. Just me, I used to sit and wonder, look at that big house. And will I ever have that big house with the white picket fence and the cat and the dog and the swing on the porch? And I don't even like that kind of stuff now, but the cat and the dog, and I'm allergic to cats and dogs, but I had to have a cat and a dog, and you had to have a bird and some fish and a husband who was bowling.
Grabbed it.
You grabbing that? Okay. And we had to have those things, but that was the dream, right? Yeah. That's what we dreamed. And then something happened. You know what happened? Life happened. So I don't know. I'm sure not for y'all, but for me, life happened. Life happened, and then you're wondering, well, how did I, Lord, I'm a hairstylist, and I've been a hairstylist. Well, now I'm kind of like almost like a retired hairstylist. I hope my clients are not watching, but I'm kind of like a retired hairstylist, and for 20-something years, and you got all this money coming in, you have nothing to show for it. So I don't know. I know I'm not speaking to anybody else. I'm just talking about myself. That I lived a fake-tastic life. We went places, and our hair was always sharp, and the makeup was on fleek, as the kids would say. And you had the best of clothes and the shoes and the pack was fake-tastic. I'm not talking about none of y'all, just me. So people looked at you and thought that everything was okay but you didn't have $500 in the bank. And I'm not talking about anybody else in this room. I'm just talking about myself. And then I hear about total life changes because I happen to be up on the internet late at night because I'm a night owl. And I saw that Denise Lee, my ambassador, lost 7 pounds in 10 days. And what person doesn't want to lose weight? And I was like, what? Now, I done tried everything. Starvation diet, Dexatrim, any other kind of name of pill, Adipex, Herbalife. And I'm not there, we're not going to downplay nobody else's stuff. I'm just saying, I tried it. The lemon diet, the celebrity diet, the no carb diet, the carbohydrate addicts diet, Dr. Atkins diet. I mean, every kind of diet that was. So who doesn't want to see that somebody lost 7 pounds in 10 days? I don't know about y'all, but I know I did, because I'm not talking about anybody else in this room. I know just me that was fat, broke, busted, and disgusted. But I was fake-tastic, so you didn't know it. You didn't know it because the hair was sharp, the clothes was sharp. And when you big, you know how to start buying clothes that make you not look so big. Right. And then we would just put a garment on and drop some sizes in a moment and couldn't eat. And you standing out, couldn't breathe, couldn't eat, but you was fake-tastic. And I'm not talking about anybody else in this room. I know I'm just talking about myself. So my husband and I, my husband was working 90 hours a week. We have a 1-year-old baby. So I've got a 27-year-old, a 22-year-old, a 16, and a 1-year-old. Yeah, I know. 27, 22, 16, and 1. The 1-year-old is kind of out there right now. And my husband was working 90 hours a week, which meant what? So 90 hours a week. Yes. So he kind of was coming home to eat, take a shower, go to bed. And I was nursing, so and that's how life was. And so you live this fake-tastic life, and we act like everything is okay. And then we get on social media, and we really, it's really fake-tastic on social media. But then this gift, and I have to say that if you're in this room and you were invited, I promise you it was a gift. Right? And it's a gift, and it's being placed in your lap now. And I have so many people who are, and I'm not picking on you, Melissa, but if I could pick on you a little bit. But I was talking to a family member of mine who's been in the business now for about 7 months today. And I said, you have this gift. Have you ever received a gift and didn't open it? Because I'm newsy. You received a gift and did not me. So you give me a gift and you say, don't open this. I'm at least right? You're going to really give me a gift and you think I'm not going to be like, okay, so my cousin has been in the business, done anything with it. And I said, you got a gift that you didn't even want to do like that too. You didn't even want to take the ball off a little bit. And so Total Life Changes is this gift. And you know what I realized when we were talking about numbers and the revelation came to me that we get paid 5 different ways with Total Life Changes. And 5 is the number of grace.
Yes, it is.
And we give, I don't know, you get paid 5 different ways on your job? Anybody? If you do, please let me know because I want to come there. All right, so we get paid 5 different ways. And I started thinking about, it's funny because my husband and I didn't even try the product. We bought this big package on a credit card because we didn't have cash. Faketastic. See, I'm trying to tell y'all. See, it was one of them credit cards we had in the tuck. It was like, this the one we not going to use. It's like break open for emergency. And I said, it's an emergency. We need to do this because I heard the voice of the Lord say, you got to do this. So, here I was 5'3", 225 pounds. I mean, what? I want to lose 7 pounds in 10 days. Because if Denise did that and she said, I'm telling you, just try it. It's going to work. And I'm thinking, come on now. I'm a big girl. I'm a size 16. This is not going to work. So this is a size 4 dress today. And that was a size 16 when we started. And next Sunday will be our anniversary. August the 16th is 1 year in the business. Wow. So you take this girl from the hood, no college experience, no network marketing experience, had a baby at 15, had another baby at 20, I don't know, 20, 21, one of them ages. It was out of wedlock. Divorcee, who wants to hear what I got to say, right? And then this gift comes along, and I'm saying I want everybody to understand that this gift came along, and oh my gosh, like the first week we made couple $100. The second week, my husband didn't even believe in network marketing. And then his check started rolling in and something started happening. He was like, whoa, let me see that. Let me see that check, babe. Am I lying? He's like, wait a minute. He said, wait a minute, let me see that again. And then the check started getting bigger and bigger and gooder and gooder and gooder and gooder. And we started sweating when the checks came in. And I was like, I gotta run to the bank right now because I want to make sure they're gonna cash it. Like right now. I would get the check and literally be like, babe, I'm out the door. I gotta go make sure this, because for real, like this can't possibly be. From some tea? Yeah. Are you kidding me? To the point where my house is like that house on the block. We're not gonna say the word, but like that house on the block. Y'all know what I mean? House on the block. Y'all know what I'm talking. This side of the room understands. They don't understand. So I'm gonna talk to y'all. My house, my son, who's 22, said, Mom, this house is starting to look like the house. Now we live in the ghetto anyway, okay? See, we live there, and I mean, it's tripped out, right? Philadelphia, the row homes, stuff like that. Yeah, this is the ghetto. We live on top. You can hear the people arguing next door. All right, so my why is huge. I remember coming into Total Life Change, and I said, you know what? I've tried some other things before. I didn't have very much success, in most of them. And I remember one company, we're just paying all this money out every month. And I was like, this got to be, like, something ain't right. Because I can sell you my dirty clothes. So something's not right. But then this tea, I didn't even have to sell it. It's kind of like I got on Facebook. I heard the Lord tell me to do something. And I was like, guess what, y'all? I drank the tea and it worked. I pooped. It worked. I didn't have to wonder, did it work? So what happens is you put this product in somebody's hands and guess what happens? It works. Anybody in here had tried to tea? Keep your hands up if it worked. I want everybody to look around the room. Just look around the room. See what I'm saying? So we have put a lot of companies, we've kept them in business. Charmin, Lysol, Glade. We're helping other people really, really boom their businesses because it works. Would you agree? Would you agree? So, you know what? You take this girl from the hood, and I'm going to tell you the one thing that I did have is I understand some things. I learned it in like about the 3rd, 4th grade. I understood how to count. And then I was taught in like, I don't know, when we were 1st grade, we were taught right and left, right? And then I said, well, I didn't have to go to college to figure that out. So no college education, no real network marketing experience. But what I had was a hunger. And my why says we're going to get us out of the 19138 zip code because my 1-year-old does not deserve to have to live like this. And the school district is a mess. And and your people are having to pay thousands of dollars a year to try to educate their kids because we don't have money for books, but we've got money to bring people to the city and then shut the city down. And we've got money for that kind of stuff. We don't have money to educate our kids. So Total Life Changes came along and it's a gift. And I treat it as such. Let me tell you, it's not a thing. Don't you ever say, is it one of them things to me? Because it's not a thing. Yeah. Total Life Changes has totally changed my life. I'm looking at my mom who thought she would never lose weight. Because as we get a little older, our body slows down. And Mom, how much weight have you lost? 32 pounds. Have you exercised? Are you allergic to exercise? 32 pounds. That's huge. That's a person. That's a person. You know, when I'm looking at people have success, I'm looking at people who couldn't find $5 to drive over a bridge before. My brother, I'm watching my family. I'm watching people who had no other income. And you know what? Smart people really do smart things. So people that are wealthy, they understand that there's always room for another stream of income. It's always the people who are not so wealthy that say, nah, I'm okay with that. And I never understand that concept. So I'm trying to show you how to not have to live paycheck to paycheck. If you don't want to hear what I got to say, and I'm going to show you the way. So today, we're going to disarm you. We want you to understand we're going to do some things. We're going to show you how. We're going to actually literally give you keys to a door. All right? Today, that's what we're here to do. We're here to give you some keys to a door. Now, it's your job to take the keys and unlock the door. But we're going to give you the keys today. We're going to give you the gift. We're going to sit it on your lap. Now, what you do with the gift after that is totally up to you. But I'm going to tell you, there's no time that you're going to give me a gift and I'm not going to open it. All right, so I'm so glad that we have y'all. You're so attentive. I feel it. Like, I love it. It's like all this energy right here. They like show me, right? But I'm just so glad. And I can talk about the money because we've done it. We're doing it. All right, and we're going to show you how to do it. And we're taking the everyday, average, ordinary person. And we're going to show you that if you understand, when I go shopping, ladies and gentlemen, I look for some racks. I like, and even, you know, and my friends say to me, Nina, you're going to be wealthy for a very, very long time. Because I do things like turn that water off. Why are you wasting them plastic bags? Like, I do things like that because I'm just one of those people that I guess it's the other culture in me. I like to preserve things. And so I go into the stores even now, and I don't have to, but I like 50% off racks. I know. See, y'all like it. I don't know about y'all. Y'all don't like 50%. You like, okay, give me 5 on that. Okay. So I like 50% off racks or more. Now, if you give me a 75% off rack, like something happens when you see 60%. It's like, what? Now, don't be 40%, 50% on a discount already. Then I'm in heaven. Heaven. So, to understand that with this opportunity, we get paid 50% 3 ways. Now, I ain't stuck. I'm just letting that marinate because 50%, like not 50, maybe I need to say it again. We get paid 50%, not cents, 3 different ways. Y'all still like it over here. They sleeping over here. So y'all don't want me to talk to y'all. You want me to see this one? She said, no. Come back over here. All right, so I'm going to just say this. I need everybody in the room to say Jack Fallon is the man. Jack Fallon is the man. No, he really is the man. Okay? Because I said, you know, we get paid 5 different ways. That's the number of grace. So we already said that it's a gift, right? So it's a gift of grace. That we get paid these 5 different ways. And then we get paid every week. Everybody say every week. Every week. So what I'm gonna need you to do is, because I like energy, and what happens is I'm a preacher's daughter, right? And so when it's like get real quiet and there's nobody in, there's no energy, and so I'm just talking even longer. So when there's energy, right, it's kind of like you're like, Nina, hurry up. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this. Well, when I say where they do that at, I need everybody in the room to scream TLC. All right? We're gonna practice that. All right? Where they do that at? TLC. Exactly. So every time I say where they do that at, I just need everybody in the room to say TLC. This is my sister right here. Boom. Okay, so we get paid 5 different ways. And when I say to you, I don't sell anything. Let me start off by saying that. I don't sell anything. I kind of just told, matter of fact, if you went to my Facebook page, my Instagram page, you would say, okay, well, because they have to ask me what is it that I do. I don't sell anything. I'm a spokesperson. Because I happen to be an agent of change. That's what we are. We're agents of change. And if you want to change your life, we can show you just how. All right? So we're agents of change. We're spokespeople, right, Andrea? We're spokespeople. We just kind of share the opportunity. We share about our amazing products because, like I said, you drink the tea, it's going to work. So we share that. Guess what, you guys? We have people that don't go to the bathroom all week long. There are people who are very irregular, and I've met more people in the last year of my life who are so irregular. Like, I almost feel bad for them because that has never been my issue. But I didn't realize that there was so much stuff inside of me that it was like offensive to myself when I first started drinking the tea. And so to understand that we get paid 5 different ways, and I don't want you guys to get scared when we say the first way is retail, because as soon as I say retail, you're like, see, there they go. I gotta sell something. No, we don't sell anything. Do you sell anything? No, we just share. All right, so if I went on Facebook, see, all the groundwork has been done. If I went on Instagram, right, because we paved the way for everybody, that if you did like this in a picture, I promise you, people would tag you and say, what, you got that tea? You got that stuff? You got that way-so? They call it all kind of stuff. I promise you, if you are not a part of our family, you take a picture with this pack of tea, and you will get inquiries on your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, whatever it is, because we've already paved the way for you. We've made it easy. So you're going to do like this in the cut, like it's liquid gold, like, you know, we're trying to steal this, okay? We're at vending events and people are trying to steal it off the tables. So we leave empty packs on the table. All right, so the first way that we get paid is retail. How do we get paid? We have a totally free website. Everybody say free. Free. Where they do that at? TLC. That's the onlyest place in the world they give you a free website. All right, so where they do that at? TLC. With a free website. So the moment that you decide to say yes to TLC, the moment that you take that gift that's on your lap right now, you go ahead and unlock and open it and take the bow off, is the moment that you have your totally free website. And then people are going to go, so let's say you know somebody in Australia. I'm just hypothetically saying. And you're going to say, guess what? Girl, I got the good goods. You're going to say, I found something. I don't even know how to pronounce it because it doesn't even matter. Just say it's the little green packet tip. I eat so, wait so, woo so, whatever you want to call it, it's a detox tip. And you're going to say, girl, listen, you have got to go to my website and order this tea because guess what? Australia is wide open. I just need you to taste the tea. I promise you it's going to work. These ladies, they told me they drank it, they pooped. So you're going to get somebody from Australia to go to your website, and then you're going to make 50% back of the point value of every product that they purchase. You don't even have to be there. But they're going to go to your totally free website and purchase, and then boom, 50%. Everybody say 50%. 50%. I don't know. Y'all don't get excited about it. You're supposed to scream it loud because you 50%. Very much. Where they do that at? TLC. So 50% off of retail. Every time someone goes to your totally free website and purchases from you, you're going to earn 50% based on the point value of every product. Where they do that at? TLC. Only TLC. All right, so the second way that we earn income with TLC is through the Fast Start bonus. So let's say that this is my girlfriend right here, right? And let's say she said, okay, you know what? Y'all not going to leave me behind because I need some of that way-so too. And let's say that my girlfriend right here decides, because you know what? That's what people call it. And I tell them it's IASO. But it's okay. You can call it whatever you want to call me paid. All right, so my girlfriend decides that, you know what? I want in. And actually, she was already sold before. She was sold when she saw the video. So all of this, she just stayed for formality, right? But she said, I want in 50%. I like 50%. She just told Nina, just said, y'all earn it 3 ways. So my girlfriend decides she's going to come in with the best package, the best one, $16.79. Guess what? Then guess what I'm going to make? 50%. 50%! Where they do that at? TLC. So it's called the Fast Start bonus. Now, I don't know about y'all. You know, everybody's saying, oh, fast money ain't good. No, fast money is great money. Okay, anybody want to get rich slow? Raise your hand. Okay, so we're all on the same page. So the second stream of income is that Fast Start, and it's 50%. Where they do that at? TLC. So no matter what package a person comes into this business with, guess what? As long as they come in with a package, you earn 50% of that. So if it's a $559 package, it's $500 in point value, you're going to earn $250. Now imagine you're a person like a Helen Dela Houssaye who just happens to enroll half the world in 40 days. Imagine that. 50% on each and every person that you enroll. Guess what? And you know, people will say to me, well, I don't know anybody. Really? Well, that's amazing. That's amazing to me because I know I live next to 2 people in Philadelphia. We can't walk around the house. So I do live at least next to 2 people. And then on the other side of them, it's another 2 people because we live in row homes. You don't know anybody. If you live in an apartment building, there's got to be at least 50 apartments. You don't know anybody. I mean, see, if you do my nails, you buy my tea. Okay, y'all like it. Yeah. Okay, so if I patronize you, right, you're going to patronize me. Okay, so I know some people. So what I want to know is if you were like, now I'm not trying to throw no shade. Okay. But if you were locked up tonight, do you know 2 people that would bail you out? You do. See what I'm saying? So you know 2 people. Boom, bond qualified. So what I'm saying is you could come in, you gonna kill it right there. You only got it's a power of 2. So 2 people. So fast start bonus. Listen, you get fast start bonus off of 2 people that just say, you know what? I got a business mind. I'm gonna do this because this feel like the stack and flip kind of deal. This is like stack and flip. Flip and stack and flip. That's what this is. I don't know. Y'all caught it over here. That's because we from the hood. All right, so fast start bonus 50%. So I need you to say retail 50%.
Retail 50%.
Fast start 50%.
Fast start 50%.
Where they do that at?
TLC.
And only TLC. All right, so the third way that we earn income is through the hybrid binary commission. Now, I know it sounds like I just spoke French, Chinese, Spanish. Hybrid binary simply means 2. Now, remember I just asked you, did you know 2 people? See, I was setting you up for something. You didn't even know. All right, did you know 2 people? Anybody in here? I want y'all to think about that. What 2 people do you know? They will bail you out tonight if you were locked up. What 2 people do you know if you said, you know what, I'm getting married next week? And they like, to who? And it don't matter. I'm getting married next week. What 2 people do you know would be there? No matter what, no questions asked. They might think you crazy, but they still coming. Those 2 people, everybody got those 2 aces in their life. 2 of them. They might be just as crazy as you, but you have them. All right? So this hybrid binary is set up for you to earn your residual income. That's simply what this means. That this is the place that you're going to earn money while you're sleeping. Everybody say, while I'm sleeping.
While I'm sleeping.
So simply it means you're going to build a right leg and a left leg. You're going to get paid off of the lesser leg. All right, there's going to be a pay leg and a power leg. We will explain this more to you once you are a part of our family. Why do we not go in depth here? Because you'll be just as confused walking out the door. Like, huh? We're telling you that you're going to earn 10 to 25% of your total volume. All right, from everybody that's underneath you, not just you, not just your little 2 people, but you're going to earn 10 to 25% in this stream of income, which could be really, really huge. So let's say it caps out at 20,000, where my ambassadors have capped out 20,000 a week. Because remember I said we get paid weekly. So the first stream, retail weekly. Second stream, fast start weekly. Third stream, hybrid binary weekly. Where they do that at?
TLC.
All right, so they get paid $20,000 a week in this one stream of income. They have capped out at $20,000. So how much is that a month, Nick? $80,000. Would you be having a good day?
Yeah.
I would be having a good day, month, year, week. What? Seconds, minutes, hours? $80,000 a month and one stream of income? Who are you kidding me? Where they do that at?
TLC.
And only TLC. All right, so that's the hybrid binary. And like I said, we don't like to get into detail because it gets confusing. All right, the fourth way that we earn income, and let me tell you, see this, I start sweating. When I start thinking about this next stream of income right here, I'm telling you, I'm really perspiring. It's called the check 50% check match bonus, because I promised you 3 ways, right? I know you was waiting for me to get to that third one. She's like, now she said 3 ways. All right, so I said it's the 50% check match bonus. Now, this is where the money is really made. Okay, the hybrid was cute. That's residual. But this check match bonus, I sat down with the CFO of the company. Anytime the CFO says to you, y'all worried about that capping out at $20,000 a week, the real money is in the check match bonus. And when he said that, it made me have to kind of go back to say that I'm sleeping, I'm missing something. So the moment that my husband and I joined the business, we came in and we qualified because we heard that that was the way to do it. We came in and we set our auto ship at 120 because we heard that that was the way to do it. I wanted to know, you at the top, how did you get there? Tell me. They said they set their auto ship at 120. They said they came in binary qualified and they taught their people to do the same thing. So what 2 people do you know? I asked everybody that question. If you was in jail tonight, who would bail you out? See, because that's real in the hood. Now, the other question we have to ask people that don't know the hood, the marriage question. We have to ask that to people that don't know the hood. But for most people, they know the hood. We can say, what people do you know? All right? So, fast start bonus. Remember I said that I signed you. You're my first person, right? Then you're going to be my second person, right? Then I'm binary qualified. Boom. Now we off and rolling. Now I'm ready to push y'all because you know why? I like the fast start bonus, but the check match bonus was even better, right? So now my 2 people have to get 2 people, right? Because in order to be binary qualified, what do you need? 2 people. I just made everybody, where they do that at?
TLC.
All right, so I need 1 person on my right, 1 person on my left. Then my people need 1 person on their right and 1 person on their left. The moment that my wonderful ladies are binary qualified in 48 hours, In 48 hours. All right, in 48 hours, because they know 2 people, because they're gonna be locked up. So they get binary qualified. They locked up. All right. So the moment that they get binary qualified, then boom, we qualify to earn a check match bonus off of you. So guess what happens with this? If you earn $10,000 in your binary, guess what? Paul and I earn $5,000, and we're gonna take you to dinner. And if you earn $5,000 in your binary, guess what we earn? $2,500. Where do they do that at?
TLC.
Isn't it amazing? So now, remember, you had to go find 2 people, right, to get binary qualified. So you're my first generation because I enrolled you, right? Not physically. I'm not trying to take your people, okay? I'm just showing, okay? So I enrolled you. You're my first generation. Everybody that you bring is my second generation. So guess what happens? As a global director, we earn 50% of the second generation of the people that I'm never ever going to meet in life. So when they earn $5,000 in their binary, guess what we earn? $2,500. So if somebody earns $100 in their binary, we earn $50. If somebody earns $25 in their binary, we earn $12.50. Where they do that at?
TLC.
So this is where the big money is. Why? Because it's unlimited. It's unlimited. So you can enroll as many people as you like. You help them get binary qualified, and then here comes the money. We can do the money dance. We can do the money. Everybody just put your hands up like this and do the money dance. Boom, boom. What do Kevin Hart say? All right, so that's what you gotta think about, right? So 50% fast start, 50% check match, 50% retail, and then in hybrid binary. So didn't I say there was 5 ways? There's 5 ways. But before I get to the 5th way, I need everybody in the room, close your eyes. Except for me, because I want to see. Close your eyes. God, close your eyes, mama. She was about to cheat. See, that's why I had to keep my eyes open. Look at you. No, close your eyes, really. Now, I want everybody in the room to take a picture, a snapshot of your bank account balance. Seriously, look at it. Now, if it doesn't, now you dancing in the background, goodness gracious. Now you can open your eyes. If that didn't give you a smile on your face, you in the right place. If that didn't give you a smile on your face and not like that laugh chuckle, like, oh my God, laugh chuckle, then you in the right place. And if that didn't give you a smile on that face and that box that's on your lap right now, that gift, you better not leave here without opening that. That key that we gave you to that door, you now have to take the key and unlock it and step through it because it was given to you when you walked in the door. So the last way that we get paid, the 5th and final way, it's called the lifestyle bonus. Once you hit national director and you hold that rank for 4 weeks at a time, 4 weeks consecutive, you earn a bonus. This is the only way we get paid monthly of $1,500 a month just to do this. Everybody take a deep breath in and let it out. Imagine you just got paid $1,500 to just do that. Breathe. Imagine it. So see, what Jack Fallon understands is that by the time that you hit national director, you've got a really large organization. And a lot of times you're traveling. So they're here from Texas. You're here from Texas. I'm here all the way from Philadelphia. See, usually I'm saying, I'm in Detroit and I'm saying I'm all the way from Philadelphia, but I'm here all the way from Philadelphia. But he understands that at this point you're running a large organization and you need a little cushion, a little bonus to say, you know what, you're training. Anybody get paid for showing somebody else how to do something at their job? You're one of the 50 people in the room. Wow, see, that's what I'm saying. The margin of, wow, so you're the minority. Anybody else get paid $50? You get paid $1,500 a month for that? No? Oh, we do. So we show people how to get binary qualified. We do 3-way calls with them. We do lunch calls. We show them. We give them, information to help them work their business. And then Jack Fallon says, you know what? You've done a good job, my dear. You've reached national director, and now we're going to bless you with a bonus of $1,500 a month to breathe again. And you know what? We don't have to have good credit. We don't have to, because in a lot of companies, in order to get the bonus, you have to have good credit. They check your credit first. And a lot of companies, they tell you what to use the money for. And a lot of companies that tell you that you have to drive this color car, this color, with my name on it. And in TLC, he says, well, you know what? Here's your bonus. Do whatever you like with it. You don't even have to tell Jack what you're doing with it. Everybody say Jack Fallon is the man.
Jack Fallon is the man.
Now, where do they do that at?
TLC.
So the timing and the opportunity is yours, right? And it's yours today because, like I said, what we've done is we've given you the gifts. We put it in your lap. It is wrapped with a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bow. You've got the keys. You're at the door. You're right there. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But now I have the privilege of introducing my brother. Yep, my brother from another mother. That's what we call him. Because from day one, you have embraced my husband and myself. And I mean, my husband is always telling me, I talked to Dr. Clay. And I'm like, did you? You know, and it's been good. Because iron sharpeneth iron. And you know what you have to understand is that a lot of times, see, we like hanging out with the ducks all the time. But the ducks never cause us to soar like eagles. And when you want to soar like an eagle, you got to hang with the eagles. You got to talk to the eagles. You got to spend time with the eagles. But when you keep hanging with the duck, you walk like a duck, you quack like a duck, you act like a duck, you eat like a duck, you do all of that like a duck. All right. So what I've understood is that from your presence in a short amount of time, your presence has really enhanced our lives. And I'm definitely seeing in whatever it is that you're pouring into my husband. So what y'all be talking about tonight? So I'm just honored, and I have the privilege really of bringing you up tonight. And I'm honored that, like I said, that you guys asked us to be here, but I'm honored to have locked arms with you all. And like I said, it doesn't matter. We're not on the same legs. We're not under the same people, but we're all one team, one dream. And we have committed our lives to helping 100,000 families earn $1,000 a week or more. Committed our lives to having to show people how to believe again, hope again, dream again, you know, just have joy again, to laugh again. Because some people can't even laugh because they can't laugh because they know they're going to cry if they do. So everybody put your hands together. Thunderous applause for Dr. Clay. Woo! He's sharp. He's still sharp too. Sharp. Now tell them where they do that at.
Y'all give Mrs. Nina Moore a round of applause. You did an absolutely phenomenal job. I tell you, it's funny that you say that. Me and your husband, we talk often, and it's funny because for me, 45 days ago, my fear outweighed my circumstances, and we kind of spoke about this a little bit. My fear was public speaking. You know, my fear was public speaking, but you all know about the circumstance in which my beautiful wife told you guys, and you have to get to a place where your circumstances, right, outweigh your fear.
Yes.
So you can walk through. This is an absolutely phenomenal opportunity. Just 30 days again, just a little piggyback off what my wife said. We are finally got our smiles back. Yeah. Where we can smile again, where we can have fun again. We like two kids, you know, playing around, just having a good time, and it's all because of this phenomenal opportunity called TLC. Now, what do you say? Where they do that? Where they do that? Also, before I begin, I want to thank our guests, which is Miss Dina Martin. Dina Morgan, Dina, and then Miss Rochelle, where's she? Ricole. Y'all, please give her a round of applause. Also, I want to give a round of applause for my boy right here. I tell you, now I done seen him grow leaps and bounds. I remember when he first came in front of the room, he was like, all right. Now he's coming in front of the room, he's speaking into people, he's training. Please give Mr. Nick Miller a round of applause. Phenomenal job. Now, what guests do we have in the room? Please raise your hand. Y'all shouldn't even raise your hand. Y'all not guests anymore. Y'all didn't know that? Y'all in the company. Welcome to TLC. Now, how many guests we have in the room? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because you guys heard about the phenomenal products. They absolutely work. You heard about the compensation plan, which absolutely is phenomenal. I mean, what other questions do you guys have? What I want to talk to you about is 5 steps to 365 success. Now, you definitely gonna want to have a pen and pad because the drama is in the notes. You definitely want to have a pen and pad because the drama is definitely in the notes. Now, for those guests that are not guests, they're in TLC now. They're distributors, they're business partners. The first step of the 5 is you want to know what you're joining. 365 Success Team is a remarkable team, spearheaded by my wife and myself. We have a tremendous structure. And what does that structure look like? On Tuesday, you guys want to definitely write this down because this is how you're going to grow your business. On every Tuesday, everybody say every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, you're going to have a leadership call done by Dr. Helen, and it's going to be a self-development, motivational, inspirational call, and it's done at 9 p.m. Central. All right, that call is done at 9 p.m. Central. On every Thursday, you're going to have an opportunity call that is done at 9 p.m. Central as well. All right, and that's an opportunity for you to get your people on the call, and then for us to close them. All right. Now, every Saturday we have a training call, Wake Up and Soar. That's done by myself, and that's at 9 p.m. Central. And that's an opportunity for you to come on the line and be trained on how to grow your business, be trained on products, and that's on the AM as well. All right. Now, guess what, guys? We are relaunching business. We're launching the business. So, what does that mean for everybody? I want everybody to get excited. What does that mean for you? Everybody say Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
We're gonna have calls at the 12 o'clock hour and calls at the 8 o'clock hour. That's Central Standard Time, guys. And what does that mean for everyone that's hearing the sound of my voice? You get your people on the call. Guess what? They're gonna come into the business. That's all you got to do is invite. You have to master the art of inviting. Master the art of getting the horse to the water and getting the experts to drink the water. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do. All right. So that's step one. Step two is I want everyone to identify your why. What makes you wake up in the morning? What gets you out of the bed? You know, what puts a tear in your eye? Because I know for me, my why was I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, when I looked at our bank account and it was negative, I was like, this ain't God right here. So my why, that was my why. What is your why? Now, once you identify your why, when you write it down and when you type it, when you think about it, if it's not tearing your eyes up, you know, then guess what? It's not your why. It's not big enough. It's not strong enough. All right. Number three is you want to create your list of spirit of influences. You want to create a list. You want to create it long and strong. Yes. All right. Now, everybody look at their phone. Put their phone up. Everybody got a phone? That's your money maker right there. That's your money maker because you have over 100, 200 contacts in your phone. Listen, do not. You want to talk to your friends, you want to talk to your family, your frenemies, people that you ain't talked to in a while. It doesn't matter. You want to contact everybody and let them know about this opportunity. So you want to make your list long and strong. All right. Number four is, so you made your list. All right. So I want to say this. You guys got to understand that you will get no's.
That's right.
All right. You got to understand that you will get no's. All right, people are going to ostracize you and say, "What are you doing? You doing that tea business?" You know, people that knew you back in the day, they said, "I don't know if your leadership, you know, they don't know if they want to follow you." But guess what, guys? You have to continue to be steadfast and continue to walk on the straight and narrow with this opportunity that's presented to you today. So number four is you want to make sure that you have an accountability partner. You want to make sure you have accountability partners, somebody that when you are like, man, this is, I just don't know. I just don't know if I can actually do this business. That person that you can contact and say, guess what? You're going to do this business. You're going to keep on going the straight and narrow. You're going to keep on making the calls. Even though somebody said no to you, you're going to keep on calling them again. Because sometimes, to me, a no is a turn on. I like when somebody say no to me. Guess what? I'm gonna keep on contacting you because you're gonna say, man, I'm getting tired of messing with. I'm gonna join the business, right? So that's a training, guys. You have to understand that this business is not easy. But life ain't easy. Your job's not easy. You have to throw your net out and you got to go to work. Hence, network marketing. All right. Number five, everybody say number five. Number five is you want to make sure that you're knowledgeable. All right. You want to make sure you're knowledgeable. And what does that mean? I want everybody to write down PS3, the term PS3. And I'm going to close on this one, PS3, because this encompasses everything. PS3. PS3, and I'm not talking about the game system. I'm talking about piquing the interest, showing the plan, three-way calls. And this is simply all I can train. This is what my training's be on, right? Really, the PS3. Now, what is piquing the interest? Piquing the interest is you going out, doing your regular, going about your regular business. But when you piquing the interest, you have to look like someone of interest first, right? How you gonna be selling a weight loss product and you ain't lost no weight? How you gonna be selling a product that you don't even consume or you don't even take? You don't even wear the garments underneath your clothes. You don't even look like someone that has been transformed. All right, so you want to pique the interest of someone. You have to look like a 10, use the products, wear a t-shirt, drop like this t-shirt right here. There's an IOSO t-shirt right here. Guess what? How many people, when you wear your shirt, say, man, what is that? Constantly. So you want to wear the shirts, the t-shirts, drop 5 pounds in 5 days. Guys, I hope you guys really, because this is how we grow our business. All right. So you want to be a product of the product. You want to wear the garments. You want to wear the t-shirts. You want to go out looking like a 10. And this is the easiest thing. Please understand. When you're looking like a 10, guess what? A compliment goes a million miles, right? Man, those are beautiful shoes right there. Where you get those shoes from? All right. But the great thing is though, the person that talks the least controls the conversation.
That's right.
The person that talks the least controls the conversation. So when me and my wife, when we go out and prospect, we go out talking to people, this is like my uniform right here. This is my uniform when I go out. This is my uniform. So when I'm going out talking to people, I get them to talk about themselves more, and then I talk about myself less. So I'm asking them questions, getting them smiling, talking, I'm cracking jokes. And then after I ask them so many questions, they're going to say, man, what do you do? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. Then guess what? I already piqued the interest. Now we're going to go to showing the plan. Now, what is showing the plan? Showing the plan is, remember the calls that I talk to you guys about? You want to get them on the call. You want to show the plan. You want to show the opportunity. Get them on the call. But you want to make sure that when you're getting them on the call, right, that you have to, like if it's your buddy, your friend or somebody, you say, listen, I know you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. I know your financial situation. You need to get on this call, right? Because you gut punching somebody because you know them, right? But if you don't know them, then you want to come from a space of humility. I value your opinion. I think you're a smart businessman, very sharp, very savvy. This opportunity I came across is $1 million opportunity. It's going to be great, create generational wealth for me and my family. Would you please get on this call and tell me what you think? Who would get on that call?
Everybody.
Because you're asking for an opinion at that point. And people love to give their opinions, right? So you show the plan, but the great thing about that is the most important, you want to follow up by follow up. Meaning before they get on the call, if you say, listen, I need you to get on this call. If you're gut punching or showing humility, get on this call at it started at 9 p.m. Central, right? So what you want to do is you want to follow up 15 to 30 minutes before the call, because sometimes people put a million things ahead of what you ask them to do because they just forget. So they get on the call, then you want to follow up 24 hours after the call, all right? So then this is where the three-way goes. So PS3, piquing the interest, showing the plan, three-way calls. So now you go into the three-way call. You followed up. They got on the call. All right. Now you want to three-way call. Now this is the great way, and this is what my wife and I do. We affirm a yes. The call was great. Yes or yes. The call was great. Yes or yes. You're gonna say yes. You want to say yes. You want to say yes. Why? Because I'm affirming a yes. And then what you want to do is you want to assume the sale. Because people don't want to ask for the business. You want to assume the sales. The call was great, yes or yes. You're going to say yes. And then what I'm going to say at that point is you want to get started on the 3 to 5 with a 1,500 pack. I can get you going today. Which one you want to? You're going to let me know where you at. At that point, you're going to let me know whether you want to get started or you need more questions?
That's good, Mr. Clay.
Right? You gonna let me know. So once you let me know, once I can determine where you at right now, then I'm gonna say, okay, get you started. Or if you have more questions, then okay, let me get you on the line. But before I even would do that, you want to make sure that everything that you do is exclusive. Y'all know how when y'all go to the clubs or whatever, if it's exclusive, you want to go, right? If it's exclusive pair of pants or a shirt or whatever, that's what you want. So you want to act like it's very exclusive, getting that person on the phone with an expert to do the three-way call. So how does that look? It's the business partner, it's potential business partner, and it's the expert. But what you want to do is you want to present it in an exclusive manner. So you want to say something like this. You know, what I want to do is, I know, and I'm not trying to ostracize you guys out, but I understand that that you have more questions. What if I can get you on the phone with the expert, a guy or man or woman, doesn't matter, person that made 6 figures in this company. I mean, their time is very limited. They traveling all over the world. But guess what? What if I can get you 5 minutes on the phone with them? Would that be okay? I can definitely do that. All right, cool. So then what I do is I send forms. I send forms to the expert. What is forms? Family, occupation, recreation, mission, successes. Family is family. Occupation, what do they work? Recreation, hobbies, what do they like to do?
That's good.
Mission is, you know, what are their mission? What is their expectations in life? And then successes, have they had any success in network marketing before? Or have any successes in life? What are they? Okay, so then I'm texting that over to that expert. So he already knows, or she already knows what to expect before they even get on the phone with that person.
Right.
So then once they got the information, I set up a time, see if the time is good for the expert. Then I call the potential back. And what I say is, oh man, guess what? I was able to get he or she on the line and they're available. They just coming back in town from doing a world tour. All right, they'll be back in time. Guess what? 8 o'clock. That's the only opening that he has. Boom, right there. So then you set up the three-way. Three-ways that's how we grew our business, on three-way calls, guys. Three-way calls that you can do in the comfort of your own home. Three-way calls, we grew our business. We did, I mean, I'm talking about from 9 to 6 just on three-ways. Showing the plan, three-way calls. Peaking the interest, three-way calls. That's how we grew our business. That's how we grew our business. Now, in closing, because I understand I'm looking at all your faces, y'all look like y'all a little parched, a little hungry. So, you know, in closing, I just want to, is that Periscope? What's going on, Periscope? Look, okay. All right, so in closing, you know, I want to say it's been a plum pleasing pleasure to present to you guys. And this is an awesome opportunity. You know, this, I tell you, has really transformed our lives. I'm enjoying, and we're enjoying ourselves. You know, right now we're about to go to Miami tomorrow, just for one day, to just go and just because and just relax. But guess what? It's all because of this. It's all because of this opportunity. All because of this opportunity. So I behoove you to get with the person that directly asked you to come here tonight. First of all, before you even do anything, you need to get up and give them a hug and give them a high five. The person that invited you, wake up. I mean, come on now, get up, give them a high five, give them a hug. The person that directly asked you to come today, because guess what's gonna happen? Your life is gonna be forever changed. Come on now. I got a little music. All right, well, thank you guys. That's my time. Y'all have a good one. Is that Periscope? How y'all doing? Periscope?